Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and welcome to this week's meal prep video. So the first thing on my list today is to make some breakfast sandwiches to put in the freezer. I had some English muffins I had to use up and some egg beaters I had to use up. I had just enough to make 3. So let me show you the ingredients I use, and these are going to be 3 Smart Point sandwiches. So the first thing I have of course these egg beaters, and this is the Southwestern style. I'll be using 1 slice on each sandwich of the, you can see this, Kraft fat-free singles cheese. This is 0 points. I'm using this for the meat. This is Canadian bacon. This, I'm only using 1 slice, but you could use up to 3 on these, and they are 0 points for up to 3. And then the English muffins I'm using are the Thomas Light, and these are 3 points. So the first thing I do is I will put 1 serving of the egg beaters, so this would be 0 points. Just put that right on there. And then I will put a piece of the Canadian bacon, a piece of the cheese. Oh, and I did toast these muffins and I sprayed a little bit of this cooking spray on there. And then I usually, just for extra protection in the freezer, I'll wrap them up in plastic wrap. And then there's the Crock baggie like that. Then I just stick, when I'm all done with them, I'll just stick them all inside just a big Ziploc bag. That way they're really protected from the, from getting, you know, in case I don't eat them this week and they're in the freezer. So another, some other options for these sandwiches that still keep them really low point would be, you could use some of the alfresco chicken bacon, because you can have, up to, I believe, 4 slices of those for 1 point, or you could even just put, I believe 1 slice is 0 points, and I'm not sure, I've never had just 1 slice, but even then, even if you put, you know, 2 or 3 slices of that bacon on here, it would still only be a 4-point sandwich, which is still less than what the ones that you can buy in the store or at McDonald's. Another thing, I think there's some turkey. I'm not sure because I have not ever tried them or pointed them, but I think some of the frozen turkey sausage patties, I think those sometimes are like only 1 point as well. So those would also make it really good. But I really like this Canadian bacon. I use it for quite a few things. So, and I don't know if it's a brand that is unique to our area, but I can find it at almost all the stores in our area. Okay, so there we go. So these will go into my freezer. And then just the bag. And these will go into my freezer, and I will put a date on it so I know how long they're in, just in case I don't eat them all this week. But this is just a good way to use up if you have any English muffins, or like I said, I had the egg beaters left to use. So if you have any of that kind of stuff and you need to use them up, this is a perfect way to do it. So I will be back here in just a few minutes with another part of the meal prep. Okay, so the next thing on my list today is to make a couple salads for my lunch, and I'm going to do some mason jar salads. I'm going to do 2 different ones. As many of you know, I do work outside the home, and I do have to bring my lunch because I don't live close enough to come home for lunch. So I'm always on the lookout for portable lunch items, and I like to have a variety. I used to take these for lunch all the time, and I haven't done so in a while, so I thought I would show you how I make 2 different ones. The first one I'm going to make is a chicken salsa salad. Now, a lot of people, when they're making these salads, they will put the salad dressing in the bottom of the jar. I do not, and the reason for that is that I think one of the things, I think I packed too much in here, so I can't shake them like they say to do, and that distributes the dressing, but it also just doesn't work as easy as it looks. So, and then another reason is even when you dump it out, I feel like the dressing just goes up the sides of the jar. So I just take my dressing on the side. I also, and that, for me also, I just feel like it keeps it, it just stays fresher, not putting the dressing. It's just my own personal preference. When I made these before, I would make 4 or 5 of them up on Sunday and then eat them all week, and the lettuce does stay really fresh and crisp. So in this case, I'm just going to make 2 because I do like to mix it up for my lunches. So on the chicken salsa, first thing I'm going to do is I have here 6 ounces of the canned chicken breast that I like to use for my chicken salad, but it also works really well for these types of salads. So 6 ounces is 2 points, and it just has a 0 point salsa mixed up in it. I think it's just a store brand, like from Safeway, but it's 0 points, has no sugar in there. So at 6 ounces, so that is 2 points so far. And then I do have, this is 65 grams of reduced sodium black beans that I have drained and rinsed. So this is 1 point. You usually, when you're making these types of salads, you want to put the sturdier type ingredients at the bottom. The reason why I put the chicken first in this particular recipe, I should have mentioned, is that anytime I have any kind of sauce in my meat that I'm putting in these salads, I like to put the bottom so they don't make the lettuce soggy. And some of these mason jar recipes that you'd find online, they have the meat kind of like one of the last ingredients right before the lettuce, but in any case you have a sauce, you want to put that at the bottom. So then I put the black beans, and I'm going to put tomatoes, and I like to use these grape or cherry tomatoes, and these ones happen to be grape tomatoes. I like to keep them whole rather than slice them. That way there's, not very much liquid in here, and it keeps it, they keep nice and fresh. And then I'm going to put some red onions. This is just some chopped red onion. And then next I'm going to do some red and orange bell peppers that have been chopped. Okay, and then I also have a 1/4 cup of fat-free cheddar, and that's going in next. This would be for 0 points. And then the next thing is the lettuce mixtures. Last thing goes on there. And when I do my meal prep, and I'll show this when I show you all what I did for meal prep this week. I did a cabbage head, lettuce, and some romaine. I went to my farmer's market this weekend, and they had a lot of good looking salad, lettuce, type stuff. And so I like to put cabbage in my salads because I like the crunch that it adds and a little bit more flavor. So this is a mixture of iceberg, romaine, and cabbage. And I like to just really kind of pack it down in there to get as much of the lettuce as you can get on there. I probably should have put a few less tomatoes in there because I'm not getting as much lettuce as I like. I might, in this particular case, might just have to play with it and work with it, but I might take a little bit extra lettuce with me to work to put at the bottom of my bowl before I dump this in. Sorry about that, my dog was going crazy over a noise. So here you go. So this is the salsa chicken mason jar salad, and then you just take your lid and just put it on there nice and tight. And you can put that in the refrigerator and see how pretty it is. Really pretty. Now with this particular salad, I will be using the Bolt House cilantro avocado dressing. This is really good. This is 2 points for 2 tablespoons. So if you pair these two together, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 points for this really big lunch. So what I do is I just bring a bowl with me to work, and I will just dump this into the bowl and put the dressing on top. So that is how I eat this one. And let me show you the next one. So the next one I'm going to make for this week is going to be a buffalo chicken salad. So in here I have, again, 6 ounces of shredded chicken for 2 points, and I have some buffalo sauce in there for 0 points. I just use the Frank's buffalo sauce. Okay, so the next thing on this one is going to be some tomatoes. And again, I'm just leaving them. This is all up to you exactly what you want to put in there and how much and the different ingredients. I'm going to do red onion. And some shredded carrots. And then I'm going to do some celery. Celery pairs really nicely with the buffalo chicken, and so the carrots, I find. And then just for a little bit of extra cheese, I'm going to put some of the fat-free, Kraft fat-free mozzarella cheese for 0 points. It's just a 1/4 cup in there. And then to top it off with my cabbage, romaine, and iceberg lettuce mixture. Yes, I'm making a big mess. This one I left a little bit more room, so I'm getting quite a bit of salad lettuce in here, lettuce mixture. Okay, and then you just put your lid on it. And there you go. You have a really nice buffalo chicken mason jar salad. So this one was only going to be 2 points for the buffalo chicken. You can pair this with whatever kind of dressing you want. Normally I would have it with the Bolthouse chunky blue cheese, but I didn't have any. I didn't want to buy some just for this because I did have some ranch to use up. So I do like it also with the ranch. So this is 2 points for 2 tablespoons. So this together would be a 4-point salad. So there are so many different combinations you can do in these for these mason jar salads. I have also done a taco salad with ground turkey. I've done a grilled chicken salad. I mean, you can really just put anything you want in here, and it's a nice portable salad. Keeps it really fresh. The glass keeps it really fresh in your refrigerator. Yeah, so just look online and you can find all different kinds of combinations on this. So I will be back with the rest of what I have done for meal prep for the week. Okay, so I'm back with the rest of my meal prep. I am done. So let's see. So here are the breakfast sandwiches that I already showed you earlier. And then let me run down what I did for dinner prep. So this week for dinner, I'm going to have grilled chicken salad, barbecue chicken. So here's the barbecue chicken, and then the grilled chicken salad portions are in here, along with the chicken cordon bleu portion is in there. The other thing, veggie burgers and breakfast for dinner. I don't need to do any prep for that. Then for the family, I have right now in the crock pot beef stroganoff, and then I'm going to make beef stew later on today, so that's over there. And then this is a ham that I made on Friday, so we'll be using that during the week as well. So I sliced that up. This is my cold brew coffee, and this week I am going to do the mocha swirl. And again, I will link Bless Jess's channel down below, because she's the one that made the recipe for this, and you can see how to make that. And then for lunches this week, I already showed you how I made the mason jar salad, so I'll be taking those for lunch. I have some cantaloupe, boiled eggs, and these are veggies I'll have with hummus, cucumbers with hummus. I chopped up some romaine lettuce, cabbage, and iceberg lettuce, and these will be for my salads for the week for dinner. And this is the leftover as far as that. I have some grapes, black beans that have been rinsed and drained. These are the no salt added, and those will go in my chicken salad. Tomatoes, sliced up some lemons, that's in both of those for my waters. And then just for lunches, breakfast, I have some strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Only other thing I have is a watermelon. It's out in my car. I haven't chopped that up yet, so I'll have that as well. So that is the meal prep for this week, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye.